Ever since I started researching Asha Degree's story for our podcast, the idea that it's a simple accident has never really made a lot of sense to me for a couple reasons. So a lot of people are saying right now that Lizzie Deadman, or one of the Deadmans, hit Asha Degree while she was walking on the side of the road, panicked, took her in the car, her parents helped cover it up. Or perhaps the dad did it, as this commenter said, and everything snowballed from there. But the thing is that night there was a terrible storm. It was the middle of the night, weather was bad. No law enforcement, especially when you're a part of the Deadman family, which is like a very well-known family in Shelby, North Carolina, no law enforcement is going to look at like a 16-year-old girl who is driving and go, oh my God, we're going to put you in prison. Like, it's not crazy that little girl walking on the side of a dark road would be hit by a car. And that's what an accident is. It's tragic, it's awful, but that is the definition of an accident. So yes, it's possible that this just really got away from them and they just freaked out and panicked and made every wrong decision for 25 years. But it does seem like it has to be more than that because one, yes, they put the clothes in the backpack. They buried the backpack 20 miles away. Like, that is insane behavior for somebody who just got into an accident. It also doesn't answer the really important question of why was Asha out there in the first place? Nobody's uncovered any connections between Asha and the Deadman family that would indicate that Asha was lured out by any of them. So what brought her out in the first place? I have a really hard time wrapping my mind around the idea that it's a coincidence that she left the house in the middle of the night and then happened to get hit by these people who just did, again, the worst thing possible, made the worst decisions possible for 25 years. Like, that's just a little too much for me. Plus, let's talk about what a new witness said happened at a house party. So right after all this was back in the news again this past September, somebody came forward, and this is somebody who occasionally frequented bars and house parties with the Deadman girls. And this person said that he saw Foster, who's Lizzie, sobbing and bawling while being extremely intoxicated at a house party in the mid-2000s. The February warrants say that the acquaintance overheard Foster make several statements admitting to killing Asha Degree. The warrants said the acquaintance told investigators that he specifically heard Foster say, "I killed Asha Degree." And then Sarah, who's the middle sister, was apparently also at the party, and she came up and became angry with Lizzie and told her to shut the F up. This guy says that he is confident in his memory, and then he passed a polygraph test to verify his testimony. But you know who didn't pass the polygraph test? Lizzie. Lizzie also went in and took a polygraph test, and when asked if she concealed information, she was being deceptive. If you didn't see the video that the linked comment was on, it's one I made yesterday that detailed all of the text messages that the sisters were sending to each other right around the time of those September searches. And while the text messages themselves I feel like don't necessarily point to Lizzie's guilt, all of this certainly does not look good. So again, was this a simple accident that went horribly out of control, or is there something more going on here? What do you all think?